What's up, guys? It's been a while. But it's time to talk about cryptocurrencies, the charts and the price of Bitcoin, because we reached the all-time high at $108,000. And I don't wanna sound skeptical or pessimistic, but my guts tell me that it may be the end of the rise. Everyone, including me, we were waiting for something like, I don't know, 250,000, maybe $300,000 for this cycle. Because again, if we look at this major chart with all the highs and lows, it seems like we are supposed to go very, very high from this particular point, right? Because we had this rise, we had this rise, we even had that rise, and we need to go much higher, right? Not those 108,000. So we need to go much higher, especially the altcoins are nowhere right now. We had, well, not a bad rally recently, but from very low levels. So my point is, for the whole of this period, like from the initiation of the price action, it actually was very much followed the traditional markets. So if we look at the S&P 500 and we compare it with cryptocurrencies, like we compare it with BTC, we'll see that the drops, the highs and lows are really much pretty much the same for both of them. So we see the drop in S&P, we see the drop in BTC, we see the decline in S&P, we see a decline in although there was before because the event with Mt. Gox, but still it's still similar in timing. This drop is the same, this drop is the same, this drop is the same timing. So no wonder if we'll see the drop in S&P now, if we about to see it, then we'll get the same with Bitcoin. And it's a $1 billion question whether we do see this or not. Technically, we are way overstretched with S&P. We did this drop, we had this correction, but those are very small ones with respect to, let's say, which we had. And mind you, those two were not enough as well. So given the stress in the economy and all the geopolitical issues and all the problems, financial problems in the world right now, and there's no particular solution, what can happen with that chart? So I don't want to sound doom and gloomy, but we have a very, very high chance that finally next year, 2025, may lead us to something much deeper. And that would be, which I just drew, that would be actually the best bullish scenario. Well, it's not very bullish, but it's good scenario for us. However, we may lower than that. We can actually go even lower than this. And there's no reason to say that it's impossible. It is really, really possible, guys. Yesterday, or actually 2 days ago, the Federal Reserve, they say that Jerome Powell, he said that, well, 2025 might be not exactly as good as we expected, and that modest change in their discourse, in the rhetoric which they have, from very optimistic through the whole 2024, now it may seem like they just want to sweeten the pill. And in fact, actual situation in 2023 may be very, very bad. So it's really possible that we'll see the correction, and means that we'll see the correction in Bitcoin. And actually, if we look at what happened through the whole this new quote-unquote new cycle, is that we had the rally without the support of major capital. There's no interest in BTC. I don't know how it happened, but just ETF. And then this was no correction at all, just length of that consolidation period made it up to 50,000, but not lower. Well, we had to go maybe like 30 or 35, 40, and actually that was not enough. Like $15,000 was not enough for that decline. So we didn't have, again, with the same situation as with S&P, we didn't have enough drop. So we keep inflating the bubble more and more, and we just overstretched it. And you see that candle, it's a hell of a candle, right? And well, it's the perfect way to actually collect the last capital which you can get from the market, to make people buy more, especially altcoins, and then we can close that and we can go where we belong, maybe even lower. In any case, I don't say that it happens, but at least what I'm pretty sure about is that from here we have a very, very high chance to have a much lower correction. And still, regardless of that, I have a hope that somehow, miraculously, we won't get it. We will probably like return to the growth at some point, and I will take my risk. I will buy on the way down, because that is not exactly the same as buying here, because the chances that this is just a correction are still reasonable. And again, we look at the dominance chart, it is not as before. We still have the way up for like similar to the previous cycle. And probably if it happens, then this is our top above 108,000. And here we'll see the start of the altcoin season, new top of the market for Bitcoin, and so on. So I assume that this might be the like good point to correct and then go up. Although it is potential a major downtrend, but I'm betting on maybe the dead horse, but still I'm like, trying to be optimistic here. Also, just want to point out that on the monthly time frame, we have the divergence, bearish divergence on RSI. We have the bearish divergence on oscillators, most oscillators like stochastic. We have the bearish divergence on MACD, and so on. It's a monthly time frame. Imagine the strength of this divergence. And like a weekly time frame, it's also starting. This is the point. Like currently, the lower time frames they show the starting point of the process. We start to go down every time when we are overbought at this condition at the stochastic or stochastic RSI. We are doomed to go lower. We are doomed as well. So that is the starting part, and we are now 95 already. And we see that like a scary candle here, scary weekly candle. So where to buy? I think that if everything goes well, then we probably find the support around $70,000. If everything goes not as well as we would like to, but still good, probably we could actually go not that low, but like without major support still go higher. It means that the price is not that great. Also, the support is not so reliable, but still okay. So the most optimal would be again 70. The least optimal, which still I would have to try, is about 80 to 83,000. And if it doesn't work, if both supports don't hold, then I will try to go lower than 50, somewhat around $35,000. So maybe something like 20% here, maybe like 25% here, move 25 more percent, and 35 is another 30% at this range. That would give you 75% in total, and I will leave 25% for much lower point. That I'm talking about the capital which I would like to allocate at Bitcoin. First of all, Bitcoin, I don't want to buy alts at this point. They will grow after Bitcoin will reach its all-time high. So that's just the law of not only crypto market, but all the markets in general. So I think I will do this, and not financial advice, guys, but just want to share that with you, and hopefully that helps someone who is just new and fresh, or maybe not that new but still hesitating, and we'll see how it goes, but that's my plan. I will try to do a short updates every other day, maybe even every day on the weekdays, but we'll see how it goes. And currently I see that we just reaching this support level at around $95,000, and we are about to break that support, and we have $90,000, which is probably don't hold. So I'm pretty sure that we'll go at least lower 95, and I can't say exactly, but there is a very high chance that we'll break 90 as well. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. Let's see in the next update. Have a nice weekend. Goodbye.